Hi, today I'm going to tell you 10 facts you probably didn't know about famous people. Number 1. Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus is the person who discovered America. Although he did not know he has discovered it, he thought he had just found a new shortcut leading to India, but did not know that it was not really him to be the first one who discovered America. It was actually discovered almost 500 years earlier by a Viking called Leif Erikson. Number 2. Galileo Galilei. This person was a physicist, astronomer, a mathematician, and an inventor. In 1906, when he heard about something called a telescope, he built his own version of one. Although he had never seen a real telescope, his one was even better, which he later sold as a way for towns to spot approaching enemies. The moons of Jupiter and the first probe sent there is also named after him. But did you know he did not get everything right, obviously. But anyway, he believed that tides were caused by oceans sloshing about as Earth orbits the sun. Number 3. Isaac Newton. You all must have heard about this guy. He figured out why objects fall to the ground and why the planet move the way they do. He also created a new type of telescope called the reflector. And by the way, did you know that he made most of his discoveries between the ages of 21 and 27, but he published them years later? Number 4. Albert Einstein. Now you all know about this genius guy. Yes, he is the father of modern physics, and his theories change forever the way we look at the universe. And we all also know that when he died in 1955, scientists took out his brain for testing and discovered that the part of the brain responsible for mathematics was unusually large. But do you know that when he was a child, his parents worried about him very much and thought that he must be stupid, as he hardly ever spoke and tried out his sentences by whispering them first. Number 5. Watson and Crick. Watson and Crick were the first ones to uncover the double helix structure of the DNA, which is a set of chemical instructions that live in the cells of every creature on Earth. And did you know that when they made their discovery, Crick walked into the Eagle pub and in Cambridge he announced, "We have found the secret of life." Number 6. John Logie Baird. This is the guy you should all thank, as he is the amazing person who invented the television and gave the world something to watch. He was an engineer and an inventor, and by the way, when he was a child, he built a telephone exchange in his bedroom so he could talk to his friends. But the real fact is that when he was in his 20s, he tried to make some diamonds by heating graphite. But don't get excited, because his experiment was not a success. He only managed to short out Glasgow's electricity supply. Number 7. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Once upon a time, personal computers had to be put together from a kit and could be used only by highly skilled super geeks. Apple changed all this. Now you may know about Steve Jobs, but who is the other guy? Actually, he was the brains and engineering talent behind Apple's early products. But he left after he suffered a short-term memory loss in 1980. 1. All because of a plane crash. And by the way, did you know that Steve Jobs had to sell his Volkswagen van and Wozniak his prized scientific calculator so that they have enough money to buy the stuff they need to build the Apple One? Number 9. Alexander the Great. This unstoppable conquering machine crushed the mighty empire of Persia, founded more than 70 cities, and created an empire of more than 2 million square miles in total size in just 10 years. And the interesting fact about him is that his eyes were of different color. One was blue, but on the other hand, the other one was brown. Number 10. Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi, an icon of peaceful resistance, pioneered non-violence method of protests against the British government in India. He is also known as the father of India. In a speech, he also once said that an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And did you know that when he died in 1948, he only owned 10 possessions, including a watch, sandals, eyeglasses, and an eating bowl. So, guys, I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button. And that was all for today. Bye.